Problem of linear programming, but the solution with simplex method. This is an equation. Maximum 3x1 plus 2x2. STC means subject to constraint, and the constraint having two equations. These two equations with the less than sign, right? And in this case, the value of x1 and x2 should be greater or greater than 0. मतलब x1 x2 ની વેલ્યુ 0 અથવા 0 કરતા વધારે હોવી જોઈશે. Now we will start with the solution of simplex method with the step number 1, right? So step number 1 is we have to convert the subject to constraint equation into equal form. So step number 1 is we have to convert into equal form with slack and surplus variable, with slack and surplus variable. So the question is that what is slack and what is surplus? This is the two type of variable we are adding in this subject to constraint equation. But when we have to add slack and when we have to add surplus, right? So you have to focus over here which symbol is given in your subject to constraint equation. If the less than sign is given, you have to add slack variable with plus sign. Instead of that, if the greater than or equal to sign is there, in this case, so we have to add surplus variable with minus sign, right? So particular in this case, we have to add slack variable for equal form. Now how to convert this equal into this? Look at here, x1 plus x2 plus s1. S1 is a slack variable, that is equal to 4. So now your less than sign is converted into equal form. Same way, the second equation, x1 minus x2 plus s1 is taken already. So we do not consider s1. It means what? We are not taking the same variable repeatedly. So we have to take s2, and that is 2, right? So this is the form of equal. Now step number 2. Equal form is converted into matrix form. Matrix form. How we have to put the matrix form? With the help of this equal form. So what is the value of adjacent near the x? That is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1. So we have to put the matrix like this: 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, minus 1, 0, 1. Why I am putting 0 over here? Because there is no variable in this case. So that is why we have to put 0. Now the variables which we are using in this form: x1, x2, s1 and s2. So there are 4 variables. So we have to write like over here x1, s2, s1, s2, and on the right hand side value 4 and 2, right? So 4 and 2. So this is the step number 2. We have to convert equal form in a matrix form. Okay? Any question up to here? Was table, right? What we have to did this basic variables which we are adding as a slack and surplus, right? So s1 and s2 we are putting as a basic variable. What is the value of CB? So the initial value, that is we will start from the 0, 0. XB means the right hand side of the matrix value, that is 4 and 2. x1, x2, x3, x4. These are the 4 variables which we put in our matrix. So this is a simple matrix matrix values: 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, minus 1, 0, 1, right? in this case, minimum ratio also we have to find with the help of this formula xb upon x minus xk, where xk value is greater than 0. Now we have to find the value of delta over here. The condition is delta value should be equal to 0 or greater than 0. Or we can write like this. If we found the delta value is 0 or greater than 0, then we have to stop the process, right? So for the finding out of the delta, we have one equations. In these equations, what we have to do? Find out the delta 1. This 0 is multiplied with the 1 value. That is 0 into 1. So 0 plus this 0 is multiplied with 1. That is also 0. Minus the value which is over here. And the value which is over here, that is come out from the maximum matrix. The maximum matrix which we wrote. Maximum 3x1 plus 2x2. Right? So this is the maximum value. 3 and over here 2. And the remaining 2, that is 0, 0. So as per the formula, what did I say? 0 into 1. It means C1 into x1 plus C2 into x2 minus this value, means Cj. This is called Cj. One more time, look over here. 0 into 1 plus 0 into 1 minus 3. So what is the delta value? Delta 1, that is minus 3. Clear? Now same way we have to count for the second value. Again, 0 is multiplied with 1 plus 0 is multiplied with minus 1. So again 0 into 1, 0 plus 0 into minus 1, that is also 0 minus 2. So delta 2 becomes minus 2. Clear? Now for the delta 3, 0 into 1, 0 plus 0 into 0, 0 minus 0. So 0. Now same way delta 4, 0 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0 minus 0. So that is also 0. Right? So we have found all the delta values. Now we have to focus on the delta value. Which element or which delta value is the lowest? Delta ની એવી કઈ વેલ્યુ છે જે સૌથી નાની છે? -3. So this one is the lowest value of delta. We have to put an arrow on this delta value. Clear? Now we have to select this column. We have to select this column as xk, and with the help of this we will divide this two value with this as per the formula. Xb means what? This is the xb value, 4 divided by 1, 2 divided by 1. So we wrote over here 4 divided by 1, that is 4, and 2 divided by 1, that is 2. Now let us check. Xk value greater than 0? Yes. Both are 1, 1. So that is greater than 0. Now in this minimum ratio, we have to focus on the again lowest value. So from as per the comparison of 4 and 2, 2 is a lowest value, right? So from this row, we can construct the row like this. So this one we consider as a key element. What? This one we consider as a key element, right? ક્લિયર થઈ ગયો આટલું વસ્તુ for key element. Yeah? Now we have to put one more table. It means what? We have to construct one more table, and in that table some rules we have to follow. Which rule we have to follow? So this row means the key element row, which we have to put it same as it is in a new table, and this element and this element we must have to convert into 0. As per the rules, we have to convert this value as a 0 and that value as a 0, right? But the second row which we find from the key element, that we have to put it same. So I am giving some row numbers. This is row R1, this is row 3, and this is one row, second row and third row, right? So the second row which we have to put remain same. 0, 2, 1, -1, 0, 1. Okay. Now, as per the rules, we have to convert this value as a 0. So, what we have to apply the logic? So, we multiply this equation with 1 and subtract from this, or easily this value should be subtracted from this. This 1 is subtracted from this. It means what? Row 1 minus with row 2, and what we get? New row. We can write like this: R1 minus R2, that will get new value, that is also put it in a R1. Understood? Why we have to write like this? Because we have to put over here 0. We have to convert this value as a 0. So 0 minus 0, 0 remains same. 4 minus 2, 4 minus 2, 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1,
2.
it's plus 2. Why? Because this is minus 1, right? So minus 1 plus, that is why 1 plus 1, that is 2. 1 minus 0, 0 minus 1. Clear? Understood na? Now again we have to find the value of delta. Sorry, row number 3rd રહી ગયું છે. 3 number row. This also we have to convert into 0. What we have to do in this case? So, particular in the row number 2, we have to multiply this row with 3. This is our logic 1 and this is our logic 2. I am going to multiply row number 2 with 3 and add in a row number 3. So what did I write? 3R2 plus R3 and converted into new row, that is R3. Understood? One more time. The second row we have to multiply with 3 and add this new row in this. So if I multiply 1 with the 3, so it becomes 3. So this 3 is added in the minus 3, so it becomes 0. Clear? Sure. Row number 3. 0 into 3. 0. There is no value over here, so we didn't want to count. Right? Let us come over here. 3 into 1. 3 minus 3. 3 plus minus 3. So Is it okay now? Minus 3. Minus 1 into 3, that is minus 3. Minus 2. Minus 5. 3 into 0, 0. Minus 0 means clear, right? So next 3 into 1, 3. 3 minus 0. Is it okay? Sure. Now as we have to as we implement this value as a key element, so now this 3 value came out from the Cj. It is shifted over here. Where? It is shifted over here. Done? Sure. Now we have to focus on the delta value. This is delta 1, this is delta 2, delta 3, delta 4. As per the rules, when we have to stop the calculation, when we found delta equal to 0 or greater than 0. One more minus sign is there. So as we did the same process in the previous table, this is the minus delta, right? So now we have to consider this column as xk and this value as a xb. Which xb? This one. So we have to find minimum ratio over here. 2 divided by 2, that is 1, and 2 divided by minus 0 minus 2. But this minus 2 is not going to consider because xk greater than 0. This is minus 2. So we are not considering this value. So we have to consider this 1 as the minimum. And from this row, we found 2 as a key element. This 2 is a key element. Right? So as we now found 2 as a key element in our second table, one more formula is there for converting this and this number as a 0. As we discussed in our previous table, that the remaining element from the key element means this is our key element. So this and that both should be converted into 0. But before that, in this case, no one value is there. This is 2. So first of all, we have to convert this 2 into 1. Keep it in mind, right? This 2 is converted into 1. So how can we convert this 2 into 1? So same element divide with the same number. 2 is divided by 2. So that will be converted into 1, right? So the whole row means the row number 1 is divided by 2. So we get a new row, that is 0 divided by 2. That is 2 divided by 0 divided by 2 divided by 2. 1 divided by minus 1 divided by 2. Clear? Okay. What about row 2? Same. 3, 2, 1, minus 1, 0, 1. And what about the row 3? 0, minus 5, 0 and 3. Clear? Now this is our key element as we found in a table number 2. Now our logic is we have to convert this in a 0, we have to convert this in a 0. So for this we have to apply a logic. Converting this value as a 0. So first row first row is adding into row number 2, and we found a new row, that is 2. So our first logic is row 1 is add with row 2, and we got row number 2 as a new value. Done? Chalo. 0 plus 3, 1 plus 2. Sorry, the first value that we have to put it remain same. The first row we have to put it remain same. So row 1 which is remain same, 0 1 0 1 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. The effect which we have to apply, that is in row number 2 as we wrote over here. So 0 plus 3 3, 1 plus 2 3, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 1, that is minus 1. So this is 0. Half plus 0 half, half plus 0 half, minus half plus 1, minus half plus 1, that is also half. Take LCM, look like this, 1 1 minus 2, 2 into 1 2, minus 1 divided by 2, so 1 by 2. So this 1 by 2 is over here. Clear? So this is all about the second row. Now this element we have to convert into 0. So for this, what we have to apply? So row number 1 is multiply with 5 and add it in a row number 3. So our second logic is row number 1 multiply with 5, add in a row number 3, and we got a new value in a row 3. Zero into 5, 0 plus R3, nothing is over, right? So remain same. Chalo, 1 into 0, 5 into 1, so 5, right now? Addition, no value, right? So we don't write anything because there is no value. 0 into 5, 0 plus 0, so 0. I repeat one more time. 0 into 5, 0 plus 0, so 0. 1 into 5, 5 plus minus 5, so 0. Half into 5, it means 5 by 2. 5 by 2 plus 0, so 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2, minus 5 by 2 plus 3. So we need calculation over here. 3 minus 5 by 2. 3 to the 6. 6 minus 5 divided by 2. So value is half. This is our half value. Done? Clear? Sure. Now focus on the delta value. All the delta value is 0 or greater than 0. But before that, this second value, as we converted this value over here, and this second value that we have to put in a second one. So where it should be put? Over here. 2. Done? Okay. So this delta 1 is positive, delta 2 is positive, delta 3 is positive, delta 4 is positive. So as per our formula, if we found delta greater than or equal to 0, then we have to stop the process over here. Now with this CB and XB, we have to find the Z value. As we wrote first in a first table, that Z is equal to CB into XB. Then I wrote in a first table. If you saw this, CB and XB means these are the value we have to multiply. 2 into 1, 2 plus 3 into 3. I repeat one more time. 2 into 1 plus 3 into 3. So value is 2 plus 9. So 11. So our final answer Z is equal to 11. This is all about the simplex method.